This is a Kirblog. Today I'm joined by Kajetokun, or you can call him Weston Durant. Sparking! Hi, Kajet. How are you?
Hi. That's one hell of an intro you got there.
I serenaded you with my favorite goddamn song from the show. Welcome, everybody. This is the second of 7 Dragon Ball Z-related Kirblogs leading up to the U.S. premiere of Resurrection F, which I'm going to go be seeing in April. But so I'm joined by the good Mr. Weston Durant, also known as Kajet, also known as Kajetokun, also known as
KajmasterKajet.
Yeah,
I can't make up my mind, man.
I made up my mind with Wes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's how I did it. So those of you who don't know, those who follow my stuff in general will know that he is the illustrious and amazingly talented musician of the TOME series.
Oh, yeah.
Who's done awesome stuff the last several years. And not many people seem to make the connection these days. Oh, no, actually, before I get to that, he also runs Banzai Arcade at many a LA-based convention, which was...
And FUNimation. That's
the
big one.
Well, I meant LA-based conventions in general. So
okay.
isn't FUNimation in LA?
It's in San Jose.
Oh, well, sorry.
That's
I should say California conventions. I should say. There we go. But yeah, me and Xander and Bosco, who were on the Smash podcast did it a while ago, we got to experience that at ALA earlier this year, and that was a lot of fun. So thank you for letting us join in on that.
Oh, thanks for coming.
And thank you for joining me today. This was awesome because, as the point to get to, Kajet back in the day was known for basically being the one responsible for starting a certain Dragon Ball Z YouTube
numerical value
related meme to a Dragon Ball Z character screaming and crushing a scouter. So I guess to kind of start off, well, actually, okay, before we get into that, Kajet, please tell me, you're a DBZ fan, as I'm sure people can tell. How did you start with the show? Like, what was your kind of like mini history of getting into DBZ?
All right, well, I have a confession to make though. First,
oh no,
I've never watched Dragon Ball Z start to finish. I've gotten a great amount of it, like probably 90% of the show, by watching the random episodes of the show being on TV for so goddamn long. So I've probably seen every single episode, but I've never watched them probably in order. I'd be in the Frieza saga, then I'd be back to freaking Vegeta and Nappa, and then I'd be in GT, and then I'd be somewhere else. But yeah, I've basically seen the whole thing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I got into it, is just watching it on TV.
Was it on like Cartoon Network or like it was syndicated?
I think it was on Toonami.
Okay. Well, now it's back on Toonami, so
okay.
I mean, no excuse to not be watching it now in order.
Well, now we got Dragon Ball Z Kai, and so it's
which will make your life much easier. Yes.
Yeah, it's just like that's why I never watched One Piece, is because so many episodes.
Yeah, 600 plus episodes by this point. Yeah,
90 episodes in the desert.
Yeah. So okay, well then. What year did the Over 9,000 video come out?
I'm glad I looked this up before we did this. It was in 2006. October 17th, 2006.
So people might remember I met you we did an interview on a certain defunct podcast that we'll go unnamed many years ago, and that was how we met.
Okay.
You gave the whole history on that. But, what I remember was in the description of the original video, you said it was like some kind of like challenge on 4chan of like, you get like 10 seconds of footage and just do some stupid like YouTube poop-esque. But even then it wasn't a flat out YouTube poop, it was like something in and of itself.
Well, it actually had nothing to do with that.
Okay. All right. So,
yeah, 4chan had a point of it, and I don't even remember what the original description was. I don't know what my 16-year-old brain was thinking. I actually checked to see how old I was when I did this. I was 16 years old.
Oh my god! Wow.
That's that old. I was 16. I'm 25 now.
God, what's happened to us?
I know, right? But so basically, the origin of this, it goes back to an old anime convention in Northridge that's called Mikomi-Con. It's doesn't exist anymore. Apparently, there's like some money stealing scandal or something. They don't exist anymore.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there was a small intimate con. Like the first year of ALA was that kind of thing. I don't know if you were there when ALA was very small, but it was
that was my first one when I went to earlier. So
Okay, yeah. Well, very small con, and what really makes the cons for me is like I don't really care about the events that much, but all the people that I meet there go to the other cons, and then we all just kind of congregate and we have.
Oh yeah, you and, congregate. I'll just leave now. It's fine.
Okay, all right. Goodbye, guys. This is a good Kirblog. This is KajmasterKajet. Follow me on. All right, never mind. Yep. We always have some kind of running gag or joke that just ends up being something that everyone's repeating at the con. Like, I think 2 years ago at ALA, for some reason, the thing that we were repeating, like, we thought the funniest thing ever at that convention at ALA 2 years ago was Booty Pebbles. Like, we were just joking about Booty Pebbles, you know. We always have, like, something that we just joke about. Not Fruity Pebbles, Booty Pebbles, you know. I think the joke was kind of like, Barney, give me my Booty Pebbles. That shit's mine, you know. But at Mikomi-Con, someone brought up just that scene with, just off of their memory. Because we didn't know what the scene was like. We remembered something off of 4chan. That's where 4chan comes in. Like, okay. A very often posted image macro was like, oh, this post is over 9,000. And we're like, oh, I kind of remember that scene. That makes it kind of funny, you know? And someone brought that up, and then we just started talking about it. And we started talking about how we remembered that scene, which... Later, I found out we were completely wrong. We didn't remember that scene worth a damn. Like it was based off of our memory. What we thought originally happened was that he was scanning Goku, and the scanner blew up in his face, and we thought that was the most hilarious thing ever. Like just having this idea that just witnessing this numerical value causes this computer to overload and blow up. Like we thought that was hilarious.
And no, it turned out that was I think Dodoria when he's measuring. Gohan and Krillin or something, or like somewhere on Namek, and then it blows up.
And it blows up in his face. Yeah. See,
yeah.
We mixed the memories. That's what happens when you don't watch the show for a while. We're all reminiscing on something that didn't actually happen, but because we're all like high off of the nostalgia, we're just making stuff up. Like, yeah,
well,
thing that didn't happen.
DBZ was like this kind of vague, mysterious, like cool kind of thing for a lot of people, like during that time. So it does make sense. But either way, carry on.
But, you know, that's what we thought was funny. We didn't even know Nappa was in the scene. Like, we thought that just the scouter blowing up in his face was hilarious. So what was just kind of happening, where it really took off in our mind is after the convention, I was hanging out with my friend Jared in Ventura at the Pacific View Mall. That's when we still hung out at malls. We were hanging out at the mall. He was doing some clothing shopping, and we just remembered that joke again, though, the freaking over 9,000 and the scouter blows up in your face. So we were just kind of going around the mall, and like it was like, oh, hey, you're at Macy's. It's like, hey, that's a pretty nice shirt. Yeah, it looks good on you. Like, hey, how much does it cost? Well, let me see here. It says that. Oh shit, it's over 9. That's what was funny about it. And, you know, we just kept joking about that over and over. You know, I was talking about, like, a grocery store. Like, guys, like, scanning all of your, like, groceries. It's like, all right, your total comes out to, oh, shit!
That's exactly how I'm trying to remember. The One Ring, to rule them all, the legendary frog cartoon.
Yeah.
Same exact thing was, like, Joey and his friend Dustin, who I both met them. They were like, oh, yeah, like, what is it? Like, the Dreamcast has the best ratio of good games to bad games ever. Is it the one console to rule them all? Like, they just would keep doing that for like a millennia.
Yeah, but like we just kept that. We were just laughing our ass off at this mall, joking about this scene that we. And then I was like, then I went home and I went to go find the scene because I'm like, dude, it's like we were having so much fun talking about it, so I had to find the scene. And then I found it, and I was actually kind of disappointed at first. I was like. It doesn't blow up on his face at all. It doesn't even blow up on his face. He just crushes it. But it was still funny in its own. It became funny in a different way for me, just because of like the amount of drama behind this number. Just like, oh my god, it's over 9,000! Holy crap! What, 9,000? Are you shitting me? Like it's at 9,000.
It helps that the performance of the scene is also like super intense with like the old Ocean cast and all that.
Yeah,
you know,
in the Ocean soundtrack, the freaking. Like the strings in the background, they're just going really crazy about it. And the Nappa's voice, I love Nappa's voice in that show.
Vegeta, yeah. Oh god. So I guess did that lead to just making the video and just like
I cannot recall what the hell was going through my 16-year-old mind. It just became like I just threw in footage from stuff we were making fun of at the time. You know, we were making fun of we were watching Gao Geiger at the time, and the very first episode we thought was badass because it's my first YouTube video I ever posted. Yeah, I took the scene from that. It's that he doesn't wait for the monster to recover; he just punches it in the face. It's like I'm not letting it recover. Like it's like, oh shit! Well, I better punch it in the face if it's gonna start regenerating. And I put that in the video. Another thing, I think we had some kind of obsession with facial harm because we had the scouter blowing up in your face, Guy Geiger punching the thing in the face. I think I also put in there's a thing from Rhythm Heaven or Rhythm Tengoku. It wasn't even an English translation yet. There's a part where you play the rhythm game and they go pop 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 punch and you do it to like the thing. But if you screw up, you get punched in the face. And then we thought I think we thought getting punched in the face was like the most hilarious thing ever. I think also Dane Cook was really popular at the time. Yeah. He has a lot of in the face. He adds in the face to the end of a lot of sentences. And that was like hilarious to my 16-year-old brain. And, I made a video, showed it to him. He died. He died. Rest in peace. I mean, he was just, after you watched the video, sadly, he passed away immediately.
Well, then, in his wake came things like, I hope my body can take it, and the balls are inert.
Well, that came after I became kind of popular. What happened with the popularity is my friend Patrick, who I'm going to see later today, or if you know him online as Riffling. I doubt it. I don't think he's popular anywhere. But if somehow you run into a guy named Riffling...
Yeah, not popular like me. I'm fucking Kajet.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm surprised when people actually know who I am. I'm like... Because I don't think I'm popular. I'm not popular. I don't think. I have 50 viewers on Twitch. That's 50. I can't even get a contract or anything. I'm not trying to, but, it's 50 viewers. I'm not that popular anymore. But anyways, I'm going to see... It started with Patrick because he posted on 4chan. He was just like, I'm posting this 4chan. And he did it because this is before we had Reddit. We had 4chan. He posted the 4chan, and freaking 4chan loves the shit out of it. And it becomes like the top... I don't remember how the system works. The top thread? I don't think that works that way. I don't remember how 4chan works because everything eventually kind of dies on 4chan.
Yeah.
But it had a lot of replies. It had a lot... It hit really big on 4chan. It was big on, I think, /A and /B. But, yeah, it got big there, and I think that's, it has to be. That's how Scott Ramsamore from VGCats must have got a hold of it, through 4chan. Because the next day, I woke up the next day, I had 20,000 views. I was like, holy shit, where do these views come from? I just showed this to Jared to make him laugh. That's the only reason I made this, is to make Jared laugh. And then suddenly I have 20,000 views, and it was like, oh yeah, I posted on a 4chan. I guess everyone loved it. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, I don't know what to do with this. And then I went to sleep again, and then I woke up, I had 200,000 views. I was like, what? Where did this come from? And then I still read VGCats back in the day, and I see it right there, front page. Oh, over 9,000. It's the greatest thing ever.
and kind of flashing ahead a bit, I mean, Funimation just took the goddamn thing and rolled with it.
Yeah.
Which is the ironic thing, as we found out later, that wasn't even what the proper translation was. It was actually over 8,000.
It was 8,000.
And the crazy thing about that, I'll get to it, but before that, we had the T-shirts, we had what was it? There was the when they started producing the Orange Brick box sets of the original DBZ with the Japanese background music put in. The first set had Vegeta crushing the Scouter on the cover with specifically over 900 minutes of footage. And I was like, wow, okay, there's no way that could be a coincidence. There's absolutely no way. And then in all the trailer, they had the trailer for the Dragon box set that came out later, and they had the reference in there too.
From what I hear, Chris Sabat also intentionally tells the writers, hey, or not the writers, but the people, the script, whatever, whoever's doing the script, he's like, hey, we're saying 9,000. I remember him saying that. We're not saying 8,000. It says 8,000 in the script. We're saying 9,000.
Because I remember, there was because Chris Sabat, the guy who directs the series and the video games, which we'll get to that story soon.
Oh, so
this is what was crazy about how far it reached, was that in the video games, when there would be parts of the cutscenes or the in-game dialogue or whatever where they would have those quotes directly from the show, the translation would be just directly from the Japanese. There was no liberties being taken or whatever. So, but when they would have it's over 8,000, Sabat would change it to 9,000, and the Japanese clients would be like, it's over 8,000, and then he would just, and then I shit you not, this is the real story. He's told this before. He just shows them the video. and they'll be like, "Oh, yes, you keep change, so that's pretty fucking impactful what you managed to do, dude. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
And then the nicest bit of it was for in Dragon Ball Z Kai, we had what was it? Oh, for the edited version on TV, it was over 9,000 with the same delivery and everything. Because for uncut, they had to keep the script consistent to what it was. So it was still over 8,000. But it was a great way of like everybody wins. Like there's still a version of it somewhere that is like that to fulfill it.
Right.
And we're kind of close to the end, but I do want to tell one more story.
Yeah, I was about to say we're at 16 minutes right now.
Okay, that's all good. Sorry everybody, I don't have Mike Labree's magical editing powers of going past an hour, but we'll see what happens. So Kajet and I are at Anime Expo, 2 Anime Expos ago. This is summer 2013, I think it was. So Kajet, who lives close by, he and his girlfriend came to come hang out, and they didn't go to the convention. That we were like outside of the convention center and just like getting lunch or whatever.
For you con-goers, I was basically ghosting.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I really wish you could have gone to the convention because Sabat is here, and I wanted to introduce you because I had met Sabat a few times by that point. Literally, like 30 seconds pass. We're walking over to the food court area, like the food trucks or whatever.
Yeah.
Sabat is there,
right fucking there.
And I'm just like, Chris, he's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? I want to introduce you to my friend Weston. He's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. He's the guy that did the original over 9,000 video that started the meme. And I believe the first thing he said was,
it is no shit.
You're no shit, followed by, so you're the person who's been ruining my life for the last several years.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then later, I don't remember if you saw this, but later that day at his like solo panel, he mentioned that he met you, and he was like, I think that like time and space ripped apart somehow.
I felt really, really bad that I couldn't make it. Because I got so lost in that convention. It was so jam-packed that I just couldn't figure out a day.
That's right. No. He gave you the spare badges that he had to you and your girlfriend.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
really wanted to go. I even texted him like, dude, when's your panel? Because I can't. I don't know what's going on. There's so much shit. Like I can't even find a schedule. And it's like, dude, you missed it. I'm like.
But just the fact that I got to connect you guys, that made that whole fucking weekend. That was perfect. My God.
It was great. I love the way he gave me the badge. He was like the slickest motherfucker on the planet. Like this
Sabat
is how he
is
did
awesome.
It, right? He was like, I was like, I'd love to make it to your panel, but like, I'm just kind of visiting right now. I don't have a badge, so I can't actually get into the convention center. And then he pulls behind his back pocket and he pulls out this badge, and he goes, "What do you mean you don't have a badge?" I'm like, well, okay, I mean, thank you for the offer, but, I'm here with my girlfriend, and, I don't want to just leave her alone and stuff. And then
pulls out another badge.
No, he didn't pull out another badge, no. He had this pre-prepared. Like, I thought he had one badge. To my surprise, he had another badge hidden underneath, and with his thumb, he slipped the other badge and put it into 2. What do you mean she doesn't have a badge? I'm like, oh, shit.
It was like, oh, Chris, you're such a
He
fucking
was
badass.
Smooth motherfucker.
Yeah. God, much love to Sabat.
I don't know if you do cursing on your Kirblogs, but
Oh yeah, no, we do.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I that's a good way to. Well, the last little thing we'll end here. Do you have any interest in seeing the new Frieza movie that's coming out over the summer?
I suppose I do now because I didn't even know.
Well, you're gonna have to come out to LA and see it with me because I'm gonna go see it in Japanese in April.
In April?
Yeah, but the dub is coming out over the summer, so you should come out here and go see it with me.
I love English dub, even if it's like bad. Like I love it too.
Well, no, that's the good thing. That's the good thing is the dub is good now for
yeah.
DBZ.
No, I know dub's good. I don't want to like diss this crap that you do and like, hey, dude, you guys do amazing jobs. Like I always set things to English now because it's just gotten so much better.
Yeah, thank
10 years ago, maybe it'd be like, oh, geez,
no, what are you talking about? 10 years ago, we had over 9,000.
Yeah, 10 years ago, we only had over 9,000.
And on that note, we're gonna end things here. Weston, do you have anything to plug? Like your Twitch channel or anything?
I stream Monster Hunter on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I only got 50 viewers. I don't really post much on YouTube. I just kind of do it. But if you want to watch me play Monster Hunter, it's a pretty hilarious stream, I think. But you can watch me at twitch.tv/KajmasterKajet. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Or 7:30.
I'll have a link to that in the description.
Yeah, and also, you can also follow me on Facebook, Kajetokun, and Twitter, which I don't even remember, KajmasterKajet, Weston Durant. I don't know.
Yeah, it's KajmasterKajet.
It's one of those.
Because I'm the person who tweets at you most on that thing.
Yeah,
because
because
you don't even use it.
I don't use Twitter that often. I haven't.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap us up. Thank you again for joining me. Everybody, leave your feedback. Do you have any fond memories of Over 9000 or any of other Kajet's fucking masterpieces?
Yeah.
And we're still doing more of these, so you'll have to find out what the next one is, and we'll see you on the next one. And
right. If you want me
that'll do
back,
it.
just tell me.
Never.